Welcome back to Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest. I am the Popcorn Priest, and this is the second episode of 2 with my wife as our guest. And unfortunately, after this episode, she does not join us again for a while. Hopefully she comes back. But anyway, take a listen and enjoy. Hello, everybody. This is the Popcorn Priest back at you. Otherwise, my name is Chris Compton. I am here with my lovely, sweet wife, Jenny Compton.
Hello.
And this is our second podcast. We're going to review our second movie. And this one is Multiplicity with Michael Keaton as the star, directed by Harold Ramis, which is kind of funny because our last podcast, Jenny thought that Bill Murray was Harold Ramis and that he was dead. So this is kind of relates in some form. So here's the Netflix overview. It says, burdened with too much to do and too little time, Doug Kinney, who is Michael Keaton's character, resorts to cloning himself to meet both his career and family obligations, which I kind of wish I could do that. His solution succeeds at first, but matters deteriorate once the clones begin thinking for themselves. This is rated PG-13, 1 hour and 58 minutes running time, and this came out in 1996. So I'm going to change the format a little bit. I'm going to give my review right at the first, then we're going to ask some questions of my sweet wife. She's going to thrill us with her answers. And then I will give the reasons why I liked the review at the end after we get Jenny's review. And she has picked a new review scale, which I think everyone will like. So, without further ado, Jenny, what movie did you just watch?
You were going to do your review first, if you liked it or not.
Oh, that's right.
You forgot.
See, that's why I have a sweet wife to tell me what I forget. So I would rate this. Okay, my new rating scale, and this isn't new; it's just modified. But it's out of 5. It's related to popcorn. The top rating is a golden bucket with a glowing halo above it. That's the top rating. One step down from there is a large bucket of popcorn. One step down from there is a medium bucket of popcorn. Down from there is a spilled bucket of popcorn. And then the last one, it's on fire and it's worthy of the devil and should be burned. So that's the last one. I give this one a large bucket. I feel like, and I'll tell you why at the end. So my review is a large bucket. All right, Jenny, which movie did you just see?
You already told everyone. You already mentioned it.
All right. Okay, let's move on. Do you know who directed it? What?
My foot.
That's you really. Okay. You wanted me to rub your foot while we did this?
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay, I'll rub your foot in a second. I have to man the recording and the questions. You'll get a foot rub at the end.
Okay.
All right. Okay, do you know who directed it?
Nope.
Even though I just said earlier that who directed it.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, it's Harold Ramis.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Harold Ramis was what?
Nothing. It just sounds like his name is something different.
What? It sounds like what?
Nothing.
You can tell
No.
the listeners. They would love to know.
Nope.
Oh, you think it says hairy penis? Is that what you think it says? Oh.
That's not okay to say. That's not okay to say.
I thought it wasn't okay to say, but that's what I thought you said.
No.
Okay. All right.
That's not okay to say.
All right. Let's move on. Harold Ramis was one of the Ghostbusters. He directed such movies as I didn't know this. He directed 4 episodes of The Office. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
He directed a really horrible movie, Year One. Let's see. The Ice Harvest. Not sure about that. Analyze That. Bedazzled. Analyze This. Of course, Multiplicity. Stuart Saves His Family. Here's a great one. Groundhog Day. Quintessential Bill Murray film of 1993. Club Paradise. National Lampoon's Vacation.
Interesting.
Wow. And Caddyshack. Probably one of the best comedies of all time. So that's pretty cool. All right, back to the questions. Overall, I know you're going to do your rating at the end, but overall, Jenny's yawning right now. My voice is very boring. So I'm going to try to go up and down and be a little bit more interactive. So, overall, did you like it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now, here's where we get... Well, let's do that at the end. What was the best part of Multiplicity with Michael Keaton?
Best part. The endings are always the best.
Okay. Good ending?
Yeah. I mean...
Anything funny that stood out to you that you remember? By the way, for everyone who's listening, it took us 2 nights to finish this movie because Jenny was starting to fall asleep, and I felt like
That's because we had a long weekend.
We did have a long weekend. I agree, but hopefully... We also have twins, if anyone cares to know, and they're 2 years old, and they make us very tired. Anyway, all right. So you can't remember what the best part?
It was kind of funny at the restaurant.
Oh, okay. There's
trying to hide.
There's a scene in there where, okay, I don't want to. Is it a spoiler to tell people that?
Well, you kind of know that there's multiple people.
Okay, so the premise, I think I said it in the overview, but Michael Keaton clones himself so that he can get stuff done, and there's a scene in the restaurant where he's eating dinner with his wife, and his second clone is eating dinner with his secretary, and they meet up in the bathroom, and some hijinks ensue, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I liked it when the secretary hits her head on one of the booths. That was pretty funny. Okay. What was the worst part, if there is a worst part?
I don't like when the girls over.
You don't let...
In the garage?
Ironically, we talked about Ladies of the Night in the last podcast. There's 2 Ladies of the Night that arrive to be with clone number 2 and clone number 3. So you don't like that one. Apparently there's a theme here that Jenny doesn't like prostitutes. Is that a theme that is true? Jenny is got a face. I don't know. I think she's worried, but I think there might be one person out there that's going to listen to this, so not a problem. All right. Before we get to your rating, would you recommend it to a friend? Why and why not?
It's a good, clean film.
There was
other than-
there was no F's.
There was no F's. There was no. I mean, there was implied.
There was an implied F.
No, implied relationship stuff.
No,
but it was,
I'm saying F word.
I know. We're done with F's. There's no F's.
No F's. Okay, next.
So moving on. There's no. It's clean.
Yes.
So there's just implied sexuality, but it's between man and wife. So that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, we support that.
So.
But I mean.
Yeah.
That's just us. But.
That's just me.
Okay. No, it's. Yeah. Okay. All right. So. Yes, you would recommend it to someone.
Yeah, if they wanted a good, clean film for a night.
And it's a romantic comedy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so moving to Jenny's new rating scale. Do I have bad breath?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not you made a
I'm just covering my mouth.
emotion that kind of made me feel like I had bad breath.
I didn't want to burp in the speaker.
You can burp in the speaker. That'd be more fun.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So explain to the listeners what,
or the one listener,
or me, really, because no one else is listening to this yet. But what's your new and improved Jenny rating scale?
So it's lipsticks, tubes of lipsticks.
Tubes of
So-
lipsticks.
Their 5 is really good, and then 1 lipstick
She's counting on her fingers
is
right now.
not so good.
So
Hey.
no, it's good. That's good. I have to tell people what's going on because it's awesome.
You're not supposed to tell 'em.
Oh, I'm not.
That's why they can't see. They're not supposed to see that I'm counting on my fingers.
Okay, so 5 lipsticks.
It was awesome.
Awesome, like
1 lipstick,
way awesome.
not so much.
1 lipstick, not recommended, at least
Yeah.
by you. Okay, so your lipstick review would be?
Would be a 2.5. Is that possible?
Can you do a 2.5?
I don't know. Like maybe one's halfway gone. Like you used most of it.
I think whatever you want is what's gonna fly. So
Only because I know it's an older film, but I'm used to more updated films. So like, when you see all the guys together, you can tell they're like.
you can see the green screen.
Well, you can't see the green screen, but
Well,
you can tell it's green
Yeah,
screen.
you can see that
you can tell it's older. So that kind of bugs you because you kind of know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's done pretty good considering. But I'm just used to nowadays movies where it's like CG and what's that?
No, that's right. CGI,
CGIs.
CGIs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the other thing too, I couldn't find a Blu-ray of this, so there might not be a Blu-ray transfer of this film. So we have a DVD, and it was not a widescreen format DVD. So for all of you who know what this means, there was some pan and scan, which kind of is annoying. But so if you get a chance to get a widescreen format of this film, I would recommend that.
So that's why I picked that. But overall, clean, good.
So if
Show.
they had a better copy of the film, you would bump it up to 3 maybe.
4. If
Well-
I'm giving it a 3.5.
No, you said 2.5.
No, I said 3.5. You weren't listening.
If I went, I think we could listen to this again.
You will, and
I
it'll be a 3.5.
I heard 2.5.
No, it was a 3.5.
Are you sure?
We can listen again.
Okay, well, I heard 2.5. It sounds like maybe 3.5, and maybe it's going up to 4 now for the low quality of the DVD. Are we? Is that good? Because that kind of matches my review now. It was
Yeah.
way low, but now it's all of a sudden a 4.
Well, it could be a 4.
It could be. All right. So that's pretty awesome for our Jenny's first review system. And back to why I gave it a medium bucket, or excuse me, a large bucket, which is second to a golden bucket. The only reason why I didn't give it a golden bucket would be this is crazy, but I kind of agree with Jenny that
You
some
agree with me on something?
yeah, I
Let's
agree.
record that.
We are recording
Oh,
it.
good.
So
Save it. And you'll save it because you'll know that I'm right.
jeez.
So we'll listen to that again.
Okay, can I finish my
Yeah.
review?
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I agree. Some of the green screening kind of takes you out of it, but I agree again that it looks pretty good considering it's 1996, and there's some good humor. I believe an hour and 58 minutes is kind of long. I think they could have cut it out to maybe hour and 40, hour and 45. I think they could have shaved some stuff out, but
One good thing about it is I feel like everyone can relate. Because I feel like everyone is going in 15 different directions.
yes.
So, like, they can totally relate to
Yes.
needing clones.
Clones. All right. So if I have one question I asked you during the movie was, if I had a clone, would you be able to tell?
No, but it causes problems, as you find out.
It does. But would you be able to tell if I substituted myself?
Well, if you were number 4, yeah, I'd be able to tell.
Well, number 4 was a clone of number 2, so he kind of was slower. He was a slower gentleman.
Yeah.
He had some slowness to him.
He just was having fun with life.
Okay, all right. I think we've got to the end of this podcast, and I just want to wrap things up by saying that it's worth a look. I think it's funny. I think Harold Ramis has some amazing.
I keep thinking of Beetlejuice when I watched it though, because the guy like is Beetlejuice, so every time you do facial expressions or his voice, like what is really with me? Like
Can
it's
you do
like
that
there's
again?
Beetlejuice.
Can you do that again?
Like when his voice was like, I'm sick. Like it just sounded like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, there was a couple scenes where a little bit of Beetlejuice slipped out. That's kind of funny. I'm glad you brought that up. It's good. Okay, so am I good to go? Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up.
We're gonna listen to this again to prove that I'm right.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Everything, like I said, it's worth a look. Harold Ramis has some really amazing, iconic films that he's directed over his career.
Oh, and there was that other guy from Beetlejuice in there too. So you got double Beetlejuice in this.
There is double Beetlejuice in this.
Beetlejuice-ness.
Beetlejuice-ness. Okay. Yeah, the portly gentleman. Yeah, he's also in Beetlejuice.
Yep.
All right. Can I?
Yes.
Is that okay if I finish?
Sure.
All right.
But just kidding.
Okay, so back to what I was saying about Harold Ramis. He's got some great films in his repertoire, but there's been some really big misses. But this one I feel like is up there, not at the top, but definitely worth a look if you liked any of his better films in his repertoire. So go check it out, and that wraps it up for the Popcorn Priest and
Jenny.
Jenny. All right. We'll see you next time.